big results day, but the focus, and for good reason, was on Uttar Pradesh. I don't know if you can hear it, but the celebrations out on the streets next to the BJP office are still continuing. Holi has come early, and as the Prime Minister and Amit Shah had predicted, it is going to be a Kesariya Holi at least in Uttar Pradesh and Uttarakhand. But how did it come about? What worked for the BJP? What made everyone who still gave a fighting chance to the Samajwadi Party and the Congress, that alliance, UP ke ladke, how did everyone get it so wrong? Here's the story of what happened through the day.
Landslider for BJP in the heartland. Modi and his men emerging as the undisputed winners of the war for thrones in Uttar Pradesh. And it wasn't even a close fight, not even a mere wave. It was a Modi tsunami. BJP backed a historic mandate, while the Samajwadi Party and Congress combined landed at a distant second. The BSP slumped to its worst ever tally.
ये देश की राजनीति में एक बहुत बड़ा परिवर्तन है।
सबको बहुत बधाई देता हूं। मोदी जी की लहर यूपी में 2014 से भी तेज दिखाई दे रही है। 2019 में भी मोदी जी की लहर फिर से दिखाई देगी।
Now it is more or less clear that issues of demonetization and surgical strike worked wonders for the party, coupled with a combination of caste. That too without naming any CM candidate. The decision to elevate Keshav Maurya as the state president also worked wonders for the party.
The laddus are already here. The state BJP leadership also enjoying the laddus. Now the perception is, and many people say, minorities do not vote for the BJP. What would you say?
The minorities have given the vote to the BJP. Other parties have given the threat to the people, Muslims, that the BJP is anti-Muslim. But this is not the fact.
Modi's high-octane campaigns in Varanasi paid off handsomely.
देश में सुशासन की स्थापना होगा, ये नौजवानों को रोजगार होगा और हमारी महिलाएं बेटियां सुरक्षित होंगी। न गुंडाराज न भ्रष्टाचार, सिर्फ मोदी सरकार।
And the state celebrated a saffron Holi. A stark contrast were the Samajwadi Party Congress headquarters and Mayawati's residence, which wore a deserted look.
मुलायम सिंह यादव का अपने इस पूरे प्रकरण में पिछले जो वनवास में उनको भेजा गया, वो वनवास जो है पार्टी के लिए भारी पड़ा है।
As Uttar Pradesh turns saffron, the big question is this also a sign of times to come in 2019?
With Shiv Pujan Jha, Maushami Singh and Gaurav Sawant from Uttar Pradesh, Bureau Report, India Today.
All right, weighing in on that specific question, we have Nalan Kohli of the BJP. We've got senior journalist Sharat Pradhan. Joining us in a while will be Sanjay Jha of the Congress. Not a very good day to be a Congress. You just discount what's happening in Punjab, what's happened in Punjab. But I want to go across first to my colleague Gaurav Sawant, who through the day has been braving some very excited, frenzied BJP supporters at the party's office in Lucknow. It started raining, but then I guess in Lucknow people are okay with that as well, because it's really rained votes for them, seats for them through the day as well. Are they all set for tomorrow, Gaurav?
Oh, absolutely. Celebrations all across Lucknow, and it's a 14-year, in fact a 15-year vanvas of the BJP that gets over. Now we are just opposite the Vidhan Sabha. If you look at this road, the Vidhan Sabha mark, the BJP headquarters is on one side of the road, the Vidhan Sabha is on the other side of the road, and the BJP hasn't been able to cross this road for 15 years, but now they will, and in style. And look at the celebrations, look at the posters people have put up. It's raining. There is a little because of the rain, the crowds have thinned down a bit. आप ये क्या बनाने बनाए हैं?
सर ये बलून का मैंने कमल का फूल बनाया हूँ, क्योंकि ये पूरा इंडिया में कोई नहीं बनाया। मैं इसको बना के सबके सामने दिखाना चाह रहा हूँ कि
so saffron and green balloons, the lotus, the symbol of the BJP drawn out here. खूब होली के गाने भी यहाँ गा रहे थे और खुशी मना रहे थे।
अरे मेरा देश में इतनी ऊंची तरीके से मोदी जीते हैं तो खुशी क्या, मैं तो नाच के भी खुशी मना सकता हूँ इनकी जीत।
So while you have these chants of Har Har Modi, Ghar Ghar Modi in this area, the challenge for the BJP now is to move forward in terms of who the chief ministerial candidate is and how they intend to be different. But the celebrations are all across, because it's as India today has been saying, it's a tsunami, it's a Modi tsunami all across Uttar Pradesh. Many questions, Padmaja, that were being asked. Why was Modi at Varanasi in that last phase? And that's now been answered, Padmaja. It wasn't desperation, it was the desire to make a mark and to win emphatically.
Well, a reinforcement of votes never hurts, does it? I mean, if instead of 300 you get 320, sure, those last 20 don't hurt when it helps you cross the road from the BJP office into the Vidhan Sabha. Thank you very much, Gaurav, because tomorrow also will be a very busy day for you. I'll let you go and get out of that rain as well. Sanjay Jha, Nalin Kohli, Sharad Pradhan continue to be with us. I hope, gentlemen, you can hear me, because now the music has started blaring here again. Sanjay Jha, I will have to start with you. Is it clear now that till 2019, the other parties, the opposition, will really have an uphill task in trying to pose any sort of challenge that a Modi-led BJP is going to pose to them?
Padmaja, there is no denying that Uttar Pradesh will remain a critical, crucial state at every point of time. It's 2019, the next assembly election, the next general election. I mean, that's a given. But I think, as a party, the Congress party is taking huge positives away from our outstanding win under the leadership of Captain Amrinder Singh in Punjab, and I want to take this opportunity to wish him a happy birthday as well. Secondly, I think we have wrested Goa away from the Bharatiya Janata Party, and from the last trends I saw, we are going to be the largest party in Manipur as well. So at the end of the day, for the Congress is 3 on 5. So, I remain very sanguine and optimistic about the Congress becoming once again the formidable force that it always was. But going forward, I think there are lessons for us as well to learn from the defeat in Uttarakhand, where we were actually very, very confident. But as far as Uttar Pradesh is concerned, I must admit that the scale of the victory is definitely astonishing. And therefore, it's, one has to go back to the ground level and work out a fresh
exactly what you said last year as well, when Haryana happened.
I think, they win.
After the last assembly elections, these were your exact words. What lessons did you learn from there, carrying them into Uttar Pradesh?
Well, let me be very honest with you. If you look at Uttar Pradesh, Padmaja, I mean, we were, the junior partner in the Samajwadi Party coalition. We had set ourselves fairly modest expectations, because, we recognized that, we are not going to win the elections on our own. And I think the political alliance with the Samajwadi Party was a very pragmatic, mature political decision taken by the Congress Party. Now, it didn't work out. I mean, these things happen, I think as somebody who's been in politics now for a while, I can tell you that a defeat and a loss does not mark either the beginning or the end of your, political fortunes. So we remain very confident. As I said to you earlier, the victory in Punjab, which actually demolishes
so Nalin Kohli, is it a bit of an overstatement to think that this is a sign of what is to happen in 2019?
I don't know why or how we can, say that it's not. when the BJP came in 2014 and after that the few state assembly elections took place, we were in effect having governance or a government over about 38-40% of India's population. Today on our own, we have it over 52% of India's population. With our allies, it's almost 60%. So I mean 60% of India's population, that's a growth from 38 and that's a 43, including our allies. So it's a big growth. So the BJP is becoming the preferred party of governance. We look at it in the manner that Prime Minister Narendra Modi, his leadership is seen as a very credible leadership. The message of Sabka Saath, Sabka Vikas is a powerful, inclusive message which does not exclude anyone, irrespective of religion, caste, community, region, anything. Secondly, in terms of an organization structure, it's a matter of satisfaction for us that, the thousands of karyakartas who work on the field under Amit Shah ji, they are being able to encash and take the message of the central government that there is no discrimination between women, between communities, for the farmers we are working, for the poor. So I think it's a very good and healthy message. And if we are moving to an era where the politics of development, attacking corruption and showing that we are serious on the fight against corruption,
what is the message you are going to go with into 2019? Everything you thought is going to help you take on the BJP come 2019 has clearly not withstood the test of time or the test of the electorate. Short of the Modi wave ebbing, it seems to be only increasing with more states coming into the BJP fold.
Well, I can tell you this for a fact that yes, the BJP victory in Uttar Pradesh is spectacular if I look at the scale of the win. But India is a very vast, diversified, complex country. You are fully aware that the BJP has virtually zero representation in the south of India. We saw how disastrous they were in Kerala, Tamil Nadu, Puducherry, etc. So I think in West Bengal they drew a virtual blank. So I think when you look at the coming states, I mean, don't ignore the importance of Madhya Pradesh or a Chhattisgarh going up for elections next year, or Gujarat by the end of this year. So we are going to be geared up. I think we are feeling today actually, despite the disappointment of Uttar Pradesh, I'm publicly accepting that. But I do believe that the turnaround is happening. I think the Punjab win is a tectonic change, and we are now more than ever geared up because I think the public recognizes that in defeating BJP and letting Congress win in Punjab, that governance is something that was a compelling call of what Punjab has voted for. So that is also a signal of the times.
Okay, just a second, Sanjay Jha, because since you spoke of the South, before I allow Nalin Kohli to come in, let me also add that one of your tallest leaders from the South, from Tamil Nadu, Mr. Chidambaram, today has said that today's results have established Mr. Modi as the only person with a countrywide appeal and the most dominant leader. Mr. Chidambaram has said that. Yes, Nalin Kohli.
I have 3 or 4 things to say again in terms of a little bit more of facts and not on views. 2014, if you look at the map of India, you saw saffron in that sense all across India, and the Congress pushed to the margins in terms of states where they were in office, including the hill states, which included Uttarakhand, which is over today. Now and I said we were at 38% of the population. If that, in terms of where the BJP governments were. Today, when that increases with our allies to about almost 60%, if that is a happy scenario for the Congress party, then we would welcome that kind of thinking, and we'd like it to continue not just till 2019, but we'd like it to continue it till 2024 also. There is no problem with that. It's a happy scenario for us. Why is that happening? Because people are now voting on a credible issue. The people of India decide that. When you speak of Punjab, let us not forget that in Punjab, every 5 years, you saw the change of government. The BJP Akalis broke that trend and therefore were in office for 10 years in the last election. I'm not taking away, and I congratulate the Congress party for winning the 2017 Punjab election, but that is if to draw a nationwide conclusion from that by ignoring the facts otherwise,
whether the win in Punjab can be called the Congress's win or Captain Amrinder Singh's win. I'm sorry I have to interrupt you, Nalin Kohli, because I also want to get in Sharad Pradhan. What is spectacular about the Uttar Pradesh result and why we are linking it to 2019? Just a second, Nalin Kohli, I really have to bring in Sharad Pradhan, is because just look at the places where the seats have come in.
Well, there is no doubt that it has been rightly described as
about 80 Muslim-dominated seats that are there.
Yeah, Padmaja, I'm quite convinced that the kind of
57 have gone to the BJP.
tsunami that
upper caste have voted for them, OBCs have voted for them.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. There's no doubt that in this case, the length at which the BJP has gone, it is historic. It is a tsunami, whatever you may call it. You need a new word for it. And fact remains that this clearly shows that a lot of people, and particularly Muslims, have also voted. I am convinced. You know, the fact that they won the Deoband seat, which is not just a Muslim dominated pocket, it has 72% Muslim population, and it is also the seat of Islamic thought. It is a school of Islamic thought there, and that also sends a message. So there it could not have been possible for BJP to win, even if the entire population of Hindus had polarized in favor of Modi. No, I am sure there is a good section of Muslims who have also voted for the BJP. I know of people in Lucknow, Muslim families who were talking in terms of voting for Modi because they felt that here was they were
what
arguing.
lies ahead for us in 2019?
Yes, certainly. It speaks of what the scenario is going to build in 2019 and 19, and it also speaks very poorly of it's time for the Congress to realize and understand that they need to grow. They need to evolve beyond the Gandhis. If there is nothing else that can reinvent the Congress. They are so deeply wedded. I am nothing against the Gandhis, but fact remains that they are not able to take the Congress forward. It is going on. It is getting decimated, which is very unfortunate. We need, ultimately in the country, you need a strong opposition, even if Modi were to get, but the kind of this. Look at this 320 plus. This is going to, this can actually go into anybody's head, whether it was the Congress or the BJP. So there has to be a check. In UP, it is virtually no opposition.
State after state turning from blue into saffron. Is this all leading up to 2019? It's a fair assumption to make right now, the way things stand. All the issues which people thought would completely destroy the BJP, demonetization being the topmost among them, seems to have simply fallen flat. And I think the biggest newsmaker other than Mr. Narendra Modi and Amit Shah today was perhaps Omar Abdullah, when he said that we should now start thinking of 2024. Even in 2019, no opposition party stands any ground before the BJP. We'll see in just a few years from now what happens. Completely out of time, gentlemen. Thank you very much for having joined us.